So after former President Obama claimed credit for our current economic boom yesterday, President Trump fired back, saying the boom is due to rolling back Obama's policies by cutting regulations and taxes. So who's right? Who cares? Think about it. The debate we're having isn't over how great things are. That ship has sailed. The media and the Dems see there's no more denying the success. So now it's about quibbling over credit. Fine. Let the Dems have it. It won't win them election, but it might reduce their tears. Divorce rumors continue to escalate for the Obamas. Hopefully they can settle it like men.
Greg Gutfeld just threw a big bomb at Barack Obama's carefully built legacy, and the damage was huge. With sharp sarcasm and no mercy, Gutfeld cut straight through the myth of the hope and change president. 8 years of broken promises, 8 years of media worship, 8 years of elite hypocrisy, all exposed. You thought Obama's legacy was untouchable. Think again. Gutfeld didn't just pull off the mask. He tore it apart, then asked a question the whole media was too scared to ask. What did he actually fix?
Paul, is it helping the party to tell them to return to the rhetoric that helped them lose in 2024, like the dictator kind of stuff? It doesn't work on half the country. It's not going to get any better.
I don't think they have answers. And is it me? He's looking banged up.
Yeah, he's been having
it's the first time. It's something I've never seen with him. He looks scared.
Yeah.
Barack Obama pulled off the biggest political trick in modern history. He made 8 years of pure failure look like a Netflix hit with a 98% rating. Gutfeld doesn't need a magic wand to cut through that lie. All he needs is a sharp tongue, a few uncomfortable facts, and the guts to say that big speeches don't cover up bad.
Asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can.
Oh, God.
Well, it was a moving speech, and the audience response equally moving. So if the Obama presidency were a film, this speech would be the climax. All that's missing is the horse, the sunset, the rousing closing music as the title card reads the end, perhaps in cursive.
If you are enjoying this, please hit that like button and subscribe. Now let's be very clear about something. This man ran the country like it was his personal resume. All shine, zero substance. His supporters would have you believe he cured cancer, fixed the budget, and invented healthy eating. Meanwhile, Gutfeld is looking at the facts with one eyebrow up asking, so what did he actually do besides pile up drone strikes and celebrity photos?
With somebody that you don't like and you try to lose them at the party. That's what Obama has done to Joe. He's lost them at the party and now he's moving on. And then he tweets, and then you find out that he's tweeting about something else while you're at the party. And it's just, I think it's kind of mean to Joe. The second thing is that it's part of that I told you mechanism that only happens when things are good. Because do you think Obama would take any responsibility if the good times were actually bad times?
Gutfeld pulls back the curtain like someone who just found the hidden fine print on a rigged deal. Obama walked in promising hope and change, but by the time he walked out, hope was just a feel-good word and change meant living on the street. The economy moved at a snail's pace while the media said it was flying. Wages stayed flat and stuck, yet everyone acted like this man had personally made them rich.
President Obama took another stand against evil yesterday, lashing out at ISIS, pernicious gang crime and human rights abuses in left-wing dictatorships like Venezuela and Cuba. I was kidding. He went after Fox News again.
I think the effort to suggest that the poor are sponges, leeches, are...
Then came a stimulus plan, that big trillion-dollar money shot that was supposed to save the country. Gutfeld compares it to pouring a cup of water on a massive fire and being shocked it kept burning. It was a trillion-dollar waste with almost nothing to show for it, unless you count the roadside signs bragging about all the recovery. Spoiler alert, those signs cost more than the jobs they were promoting.
In an act of wonderfully skewed priorities, President Obama will appear in a reality TV show in which he gets survival tips from Bear Grylls in Alaska. Funny how far that is from the streets of Chicago, outposts in need of real survival training, much like the streets of Baltimore, Milwaukee, New York, New Orleans, where citizens are ventilated daily.
And healthcare, Obama's so-called greatest win. Or maybe, depending on how high your bills are, his greatest failure. Gutfeld tears that disaster apart piece by piece. The launch alone looked like it was built by people who had never used a computer. Remember when Americans were told they could keep their doctor? Gutfeld is still looking for his, probably hiding in Canada by now. the Affordable Care Act turned out to be anything but affordable. The real slogan? Congratulations, you are now broke and confused. And the Nobel Peace Prize? That still makes Gutfeld laugh hard. It is like giving someone a gold medal just for showing up in a nice outfit. The media cheered while bombing a wedding was treated like a small calendar mix-up. Then there is surveillance. Obama ran on being open and honest, then quietly turned the NSA into America's own spying machine. Gutfeld calls it the biggest bait and switch since fake coffee was invented. Privacy disappeared faster than his approval ratings. But as long as Obama said it in a calm, cool voice, people just...
Michelle Obama surprised fans on our new podcast by saying her pet peeve about her husband is that he's chronically late. For example, we're still waiting on him to admit he's from Kenya. And as for Barack's pet peeve about Michelle, he's mad that she keeps leaving the toilet seat up. When she cleans it. When she cleans it.
Let's go back to Wall Street. Obama was supposed to be the hero of working people, the president for the little guy. But once he got into office, the only small thing about his team was how rarely it said no to big banks. Spoiler, it never did. Gutfeld compares it to hiring a fox to watch the chickens, then acting surprised when they all disappear. The banks walked away rich, happy, and with zero punishment. Regular people? They got empty words and a notice that their house was gone. Obama didn't even need a press team. He had an entire media industry doing his ads for free. Gutfeld calls it the golden age of media worship. Every move was called historic. Every mistake was called smart. Every disaster was called complex. If Obama sneezed, there would be a full TV panel saying he just invented a new way to fight climate change.
And maybe Obama had something to do with today's economy. I mean, without Obama, would we have Trump? The fact is, this debate says a lot about life today. The Trump economy is so great that Trump haters now want credit for it. Next thing you know, Obama will claim credit for putting kids in cages.
Education. Let's talk about education. Obama's big plan to fix schools was to dump piles of money into a broken system and hope something good would come out. Gutfeld calls it academic trickle-down. Pour billions into unions, cross your fingers and pray kids learn to read before they grow up. Inner city schools? They didn't improve. They just got a fresh coat of paint and a 5-year plan that went nowhere. And the gun control hypocrisy? Obama loved giving emotional speeches about guns while standing behind more armed guards than a movie villain. Gutfeld's take is simple. It is not a gun problem for him. It is a problem for you. If hypocrisy were an Olympic sport, Obama would win gold every time. The man deported more people than any president before him, while everyone called him the most caring leader of our time. The cages for migrant kids? He built those. He just did it with soft lighting and quiet background music.
5 more words.
Fact. Obama's now a Republican.
Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody.
Then there is the national debt. Obama nearly doubled it, and people still talk about him like he was some kind of money genius. Gutfeld cannot believe it every time someone calls him financially smart. That is like calling someone who starts fires an expert in home heating. Sure, he inherited a mess, but then he made it worse and blamed the guy before him. After leaving office, Obama didn't retire. He rebranded. Now he is the country's most overpaid storyteller. Gutfeld jokes that if Morgan Freeman needs a replacement, Obama already has the sweater, the soft lighting, and the practiced smile ready to go. There are only so many wine glasses you can raise with tech billionaires before people wonder if you ever had a real job. And when Trump came in and wiped out the Obama legacy like it was made of wet paper, you could almost hear the quiet cry coming from his beach mansion. Gutfeld points out that Obama's policies had the staying power of a whiteboard drawing. He ruled mostly through executive orders, then acted shocked when those same orders got wiped out faster than a bad TV show.
On Sunday, Val Jarrett went on CNN to defend her pal, President Obama. I wonder if the president prides himself on the fact that his administration hasn't had a scandal and that he hasn't done something to embarrass himself.
The president prides himself on the fact that his administration hasn't had a scandal and that he hasn't done anything to embarrass himself.
Now that's a low bar for achievement. He hasn't embarrassed himself. But it's true, no one on his staff was caught in bed with a giraffe yet. But to agree with Val, you got to ignore the IRS, the DOJ, Benghazi, Secret Service, Bo Bergdahl, and the secret server that led to the Orange Crush.
Obama loved talking about bringing people together. But his real game plan was to split and distract. While the country fell apart over culture wars, Obama sat back like a guy who threw a grenade into a dinner party and then stopped to admire the curtains on his way out. Gutfeld says he used political correctness as a weapon so well that disagreeing with someone became a crime and making a joke became an act of protest. Here's the truth about Obama. He wasn't clueless, he was calculating. Every move was planned, every speech was rehearsed, every reaction was timed just right to look deep and thoughtful. Gutfeld calls it performance governing, and it was masterfully done. The claim of a scandal-free presidency? Gutfeld laughs at that. It is like saying a magician never messed up just because the crowd kept clapping. The scandals were real. The media just treated them like dirty family secrets hidden deep in the basement.
Today we woke up to breaking news. Obama isn't woke at all.
This idea of purity and you're never compromised and you're always politically woke and all that stuff, you should get over that quickly. The world is messy. There are ambiguities.
Yep.
People who do really good stuff have flaws. Like if I tweet or hashtag about how you didn't do something right or used the wrong verb, or then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, you see how woke I was?
Obama didn't clean up the swamp. He opened a gift shop inside it. Government got bigger. Power expanded. Every agency got a fresh logo and zero responsibility. Gutfeld jokes that under Obama, the government grew like a weed. Just add media praise and watch the mess get bigger, and the arrogance. Gutfeld says Obama could burn dinner and still find a way to blame the pan while bragging about how well he seasoned it. By the time he left office, America wasn't better. It was confused, broke, divided, and drowning in pretty words. The man promised to lift the whole country and instead spent 8 years lifting only himself. And somehow people never stopped clapping.
And now, technically, it's a scandal telling America you can keep your doctor, a callous deception that hurts millions. And it's a scandal of will to deny a toxic doctrine fomenting apocalyptic violence. And it's a scandal to ignore the modern Black Death, a plague currently crippling Chicago. Obama's tenure had more dirty linen than Charlie Sheen's hamper. But when your heart's in the right place, doing the wrong thing's always forgivable. And maybe scandal was just so common we got...
Gutfeld doesn't roast Obama just for fun. He holds up a mirror to the whole show and asks one straight question. Are you still falling for this? Behind the polished image, the perfect photos, and the dramatic speech pauses, what Americans actually got was a man who could sell hope like a shiny new phone, but ran the country like a group project handed off to broke interns with no internet. And there is still so much more to look at. The online censorship that grew under Obama's watch, the way he paved the path for identity politics to take over everything from grade schools to big corporations. But don't worry, Gutfeld is just warming up. Even now, Obama glides above the mess like some untouchable voice of wisdom, only showing up when the press wants a feel-good moment. Gutfeld can't help but laugh. This is the man who laid the foundation for every cultural disaster we are stuck in today. The blueprint for cancel culture, fake outrage, and moral lessons delivered from beach houses all signed off with the presidential stamp. He didn't just lead, he sold a mood. And the result is a country that thinks a hashtag is action and posting online is real leadership. But hey, as long as the speech sounded good and the lighting was right, everyone kept pretending the whole thing wasn't falling apart. And that is the real Obama legacy. Not the speeches, not the book deals, not the Netflix shows. It is the gap. The huge uncomfortable gap between what was promised and what was delivered, between the big talk and the bad results, between the perfect image and the ugly truth hiding just below it. Gutfeld didn't create that gap, he just refused to ignore it, while everyone else was too busy cheering to notice the whole stage was on fire. History won't remember the perfect pauses or the fancy sweater, history remembers results. And when you remove the branding, the famous friends, the media love, and the emotional goodbye speeches, what is left is a legacy built more on myth than on reality. Greg Gutfeld saw it, said it, and laughed the whole way through. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do to a carefully built illusion is simply tell the truth.